Now, let us take up the concept number 4.9, elseif statement. It is normally called as elseif ladder. Why? Because it is written in a ladder format. It is not compulsory. If you write it in a ladder format, it is more readable. And this is the fourth variant of the if statement. Already I explained three variants. The first one is simple if else, nesting of if else. Now else if. This is also useful for multiple branching. Actually, when this is used, actually we are able to tell if if some condition, do something, else if it is condition is false, do that. That only we are telling, but we are not able to attach one condition to else. We are able to attach condition. How you are writing code? If condition, if block, else. Else you are not writing any condition. That is, if true, these statements are executed. The condition is false, these statements are executed. This is the way we are writing if else. But in real time, we have to give condition for else also sometimes. Suppose somebody tells you go by bus, go by bus. Okay, bus is not available. If bus is not available, also we should tell something, go by auto. So, using if else, you don't have that scope. With the else, you cannot give, you cannot attach any condition. So, in many programming situations, we have to create multiple branching, and for else also, we have to attach the corresponding condition. And that's why else if, actually this I don't want to confuse you. Originally it is like this, else, and again for if only you are giving condition. There is no else if and all that. You have to understand the fact, else, thereafter again if condition you are writing, but I don't want to confuse you. That's why you just simply remember them as else if. And with a best example I will explain. Now this is if. Now marks percentage is greater than or equal to 70. Now SOP distinction. This is a thing. One condition you put. If student gets 70% or more, give him or give her distinction. What about others? Suppose some student gets less than 70. For him also one category is there. In grading, one category is there. How can you write else? Actually, else if we have to write like that, but unnecessarily you are confused. That's why you write like this only. Just you understand that else and if. Okay. Now what is that? Marks percentage less than, actually here what we have to write, greater than or equal to 60 and marks percentage less than 70%. Actually you have to write code like this. That means is within the category of 60 to 70. He is 70 greater than or equal to 70. Is 60 to actually 69 category. And next else if which get this one SOP, what you call first class. Okay. Next one else if, which category? marks greater than or equal to 50 and marks less than 60. That means which group is this? 50 to 59 group. Next, else if, what to write? Marks greater than or equal to 40 and marks less than 50. Okay, this is what to call SOP. This is first class, this is second class, this is third class. Okay, next else. This category 40 to 49 and else. Finally, now you see else, this category less than 40. Okay, now you see marks greater than or equal to 70 distinction, marks greater than or equal to 60 and less than 70 first class, marks greater than or equal to 50 and less than 60 then second class, else if marks greater than or equal to 40 and less than 50 third class, else this is failed. Okay, and one more smartness is there in this code. Wherever it is possible, wherever it is compatible, you write this one. What is the smartness? You know, this you need not write, this you need not write, this you need not write. Automatically system provides. Understand? So this if you write, this is the implied condition, this is implied, this is implied. That is the smartness of this variant, else if variant and all that. It is quite readable. Now why it is called ladder, you see, you have to write in a ladder format like this. You always you write like that, then it improves readability. And now you see if and below that else. So in this manner it is useful for creating multiple branching, not one consideration, we are making several considerations. So real life situations are like that. Actually many cases we have to work on multiple choices. That's why this is a very comfortable case, because we need not write this one. Or otherwise next, as a next concept, I am going to explain switch statement. Switch also supports multiple branching, but out of this else if is suitable or switch is suitable, out of your experience you have to choose and implement. Now let us consider one demo, demo number 4.8, and here categorization of individuals based on annual income. So this is the problem. Actually this is in lakhs, these figures are in lakhs. Annual income is 10 lakhs or more, top rich, 5 lakhs or more, rich, 2 lakhs or more, upper middle, 1 lakh or more, middle, 50,000 or more, lower middle, below 50,000, poor. This is the categorization, and we enter the annual income of the individual, and we have to, this program evaluates for which category it belongs. That is the case. Then we have chosen this else if ladder for this purpose. In this case, one thing I have to tell you, whenever you have to enter big numbers and all that, rounding off is always a good strategy. Now you see lakhs means some zero, if you forget in typing, then automatically you get unexpected result. So we are rounding it off to lakhs. Then 10 lakhs, actually you have to 6 zeros you have to type. then here 1 0 10 is enough. Like that, strategically, how you can simplify your code and many benefits. How you can simplify your code, how can you avert error, how you can make your program more readable. All that many considerations are there. Gradually, I don't want to dump all considerations at a time. With a reference to every program, I will tell you some tips. Always keep in mind where they are applied, uh, simply purely depending on the domain. So all these techniques you understand, and where those are appropriate, use them. Okay, now we are writing the code. Here annual income we are entering through keyboard, through command line, and here why I have taken float. Actually here we need not bother about paise. Then why can't we take int and all that? You may be tempted. Then you see here 50,000 is there, 50,000 and all that. Then it will be a problem for you. Hmm? So because you round it off for lakh, 1 lakh rupees. So 50,000 without fraction, how can you make? That's why you should have foresight, or simply you should not take short decisions. So either float or double. Float means you should be careful about the suffix. Okay, that point always you remember. That's why I have chosen the right thing. Now it is rounded off 2 lakhs. That's why 50,000 is 0.5. Okay, annual income is greater than or equal to 10 lakhs. SOP, top rich. Next, now you see how later I am writing. Program coding readability is very much important. Now else if annual income greater than or equal 5 lakhs, rich. Else if, now what you are missing here, what you are not writing, actually in other cases what you have to write, annual income is greater than or equal to 5 lakhs, and annual income is less than 10 lakhs, you must write. That you need not write here. That's why I am telling you this is very smart and highly readable. So wherever you feel this is suitable for your domain, then use this. Okay, next, else if annual income 2 lakhs or more, upper middle. Else if annual 1 lakh or more, middle. Else if annual income 50,000, 50,000, how you can represent? You round it off to 1 lakh, so 0.5. Then that is lower middle. And else means what is the meaning? Below 50,000, then else for. In this manner we can write a smart code, and which is highly readable and highly efficient also. And one more time I am telling you, you write else if, but how you understand else is different, if is different. Again, you are not, already told you in the beginning, we are attaching condition to else. We are not, that I am telling you, that is prima facie. But we are attaching condition to if only, not to else. So if you have to attach condition, it should be there. However, don't bother about it. Conceptually understand that. So you should not work by thumb rules. We have to apply your aptitude and discretion. So else if, and you are able to write conditions. Okay. In this way, we are implementing multiple branching. You know that in real life, in many cases, you have to apply multiple branches, because several things we have to consider, and then we have to take decision. Okay. Now let us consider one more demo on else if ladder statement. Actually, in this program, we are testing a given alphabet is either vowel or consonant. Actually, vowels are 5, consonants are 21. So every time you have to apply your aptitude. Now comparing 5 is easy instead of comparing 21. That's why in elseif we are putting vowels we are testing, and consonants we are interested to else. This is the way. Actually, one thing always I tell you, I can explain you how to write poetry, what are the techniques, how to view the domain, all that I can explain. But one thing, I cannot make you a poet. I can explain you everything, what are the criteria to become a poet, all that I can explain. I show you n number of domains. But the most unfortunate thing is I cannot make you poet. In the same way, I can tell you what are the what is the strategy to become a programmer, how you have to view the problem domains, how to analyze them, what are the techniques, what are the essential criteria, all that I can explain. But until unless you apply your aptitude, your common sense, and your love towards a passion towards the programming, you never become a programmer. You should develop a passion towards programming. Here, overnight, nobody can get. Actually, continuously, if you work, I am telling you, just 1 month continuously work. Thereafter, you start loving program. Once you start enjoying programming, then sky is the limit. Nobody can stop it. If you want to work for 2 hours, you work for 5 hours. Or otherwise, after 2 hours, you are forced to leave computer and all that. Your mentally you work and complete the program. Whenever you have time, you sit on the computer and work. I know many programmers, not many, some, very few. Always, while they are traveling also, their brain one thread works on programming. Understand? You should be in that position. You enjoy yourself, and at the same time, you are entitled for a bright software career. Understand? You can climb the ladder very easily. Okay, now let us consider this thing. Now this technique already I told you. Whatever character you enter at the command line, suppose you entered A, then it never be treated as a character, it will be treated as a string. You entered P, then also it is converted as a string. That's why string wise comparison we have to make. For that, already I introduced the method, and this is instance method belong to string class. Alpha is a variable name, and we are entering that any character you enter, alpha dot equals A. Then if it is true, vowel, E vowel, I vowel, O vowel, U vowel. Suppose you entered B, then no matching is available in first 5 statements. Then what is that? What is the relevant? Else is relevant. Then it is printed as a consonant. In this manner, always you just by every program, not only just learning code, and if you are able to, if you write this code, how you are thinking, your thinking, your analysis, your thinking, your aptitude, your implementation are very core in programming. That you must understand and proceed.